PUBG don't got shit on blackout.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He said Rutgers. Rutgers solo. Rutgers trash.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Smiley playing for draft pick. Boy said he's going to draft Henry Ruggs and Jerry Judy. Funny as
on second down, here's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On play action, it's Mahomes. It got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Everybody take a piece of the puzzle. Easy. Attack. Everybody take a piece of the puzzle.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one.
Set this shit up. This shit not even right now. Hold on. Come on, man. I knew I wasn't tripping. I could have sworn I set this up right. You seen the boy wasn't even out there. I see Willie Sneed ass out there. What the fuck going on? We alright though. We alright, man. Little 7-zip. Little brazzle dazzle.
And a first down.
A gain of 14. And a Raven first down.
Okay, yeah.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Of course, that was a low throw. He should have caught that.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
All that boy songs be raw because he make the beats, so you feel me?
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I know where he came from. I took him from. No, son. You know where you got him from. I'm telling you, dog. Built by Ollie. You heard
the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Built by Ollie. See, Enrique got Corey Grant, built by Ollie.
On first down, it's Grant. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Good adjustment, dog.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play fake, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Cannot run from everybody. You know what?
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Okay, that's what he had to come from.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right.
Go get him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up. Now there are mess-ups, and there are mess-ups. I think this falls in the latter category.
On
3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
Safety. Oh,
and that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive. This will begin in enemy territory already.
Boys did they thing, huh?
Now Jackson on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
It's Gates, bro.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback?
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Big 13, baby Dan Marino.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but...
And the defense loses it. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds McCoy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Oh, man.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. This will be caught by Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try to run forward Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
Let's go to work, y'all.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's just me. Like 50. Yeah.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on
They
first
really let
down,
him
but this
catch it
throw
instead of letting him
downfield,
get the big.
incomplete.
Y'all shut up, man. Madden, y'all shut up, boy.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Texas playing Oklahoma right now.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Check out read. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Ingram again. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson.
They just tried me. They just
Fires
tried
one
me.
incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
No, tight end.
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The tight
They're
end.
happy right there.
What the
and
fuck
it turned
are you
into an ill-advised
doing?
throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
No, I can't.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019.
Really?
He's incredible.
It wasn't for him. All right, he caught it, whatever.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Cut up. Cut up.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
Oh, no.
Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
I guess.
A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. He's going to wind up in there now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The tide is rolling, Cody. The tide is rolling, baby.
A 1st down carry for Barker. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Thank you.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. Jackson buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Cook from the trout.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
It's not just Swift, bro. It's Swift. It's a couple of them, boy. It's a couple.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Ain't just Swift. Boy got stable.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Man, Madden.
This throw is going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. Third down here. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all.
Mahomes,
let's go.
He lost the football.
Fat boy, we don't care. Boom. Punt the
plays
ball.
like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
With it is Brown. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
7 is clamped up for South Carolina, boy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense. And they exploited them
missed this
time.
field goal. They
Let's
lose.
see if they can come back and put together a similar
Oh,
drive.
he missed this field goal. They lose.
Just that. And that is going to do it.
Oh, he missed. He missed. He missed.
More after this.
He missed it.
NFL, and it's on
I knew they was going to lose,
Sports.
bro. Something told me Georgia was going to blow it, bro. Yeah, hell yeah, they lost. Georgia lost off, I swear.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Georgia blew everybody.
It's a historic win for South Carolina. First against a top 5 team. As you can see, in quite a while.
Let's go deep tight.
That's crazy.
Let's go deep tight.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That boy, what's it called? Was getting his
Barkley.
Oh yeah. Man, look at 59.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Boy from the West was getting his ass shitted on all
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's last week. That boy played New Orleans tonight. That's what he did. Saturday night.
It's Barkley on the counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A third down gain of 19.
Go out in motion. John, oh, wow. That's the only motion we get. Oh, crazy.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Y'all is in the world of trouble. You hear me?
Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh, I missed him.
He's going to go down. He's sacked back into 24. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Owasor. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes.
Oh, that's just.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away.
That's
and
you.
incomplete.
Get him out of here, guys.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this list.
Mahomes, he lost the football.
This is our house now.
The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Not sure how we got him. Good addition.
On first down, Barkley.
Let's go. Oh,
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another try for Barkley. And we'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Here's Barkley. And
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Can't be stopped.
Baltimore.
He can't be stopped.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Boy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,
under pressure, and they got to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that's caught inside the 35.
He caught that! Oh.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
I don't need to. Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That spread was too high anyway.